I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why I'm down, yeah.
Okay, so it's like 11 o'clock at night and we got back from the shops like an hour ago and it's like not been cute. We realized that some of Ty's clothes hadn't been washed, so we've done that, and now I'm out here trying to like keep my youth. But before I do that, how gorgeous. They were $1. Favorite one is this. Look at the color. I also got this today from the op shop and I really love it. I don't know why. These are Kate's, but she said that I can have them because I'm really like loving mushrooms and like what they can do for the planet, and just I think they're the most amazing things on green earth. So she said I could keep them. Something that I always wanted to do, never did, was learn how to skateboard. And I didn't do it for so long because I was literally like, my body's gonna die. And I still think that, but hear me out. I'd rather try and do it now than when I'm 40 and my body's actually like gotten so much worse. In my experience, my pain has always gotten worse as I've gotten older. So in the name of that, I'd rather do the things that I really want to do now than wait until it's too late. One of them, skateboarding. I ummed and ahed for months. And I was like, it's $30, it's too much money, especially if it never gets done or if I just end up hurting myself and never touch it again. But I found this one for $15 yesterday and I'm determined, it's actually so gross, I'm determined to learn how to at least cruise on a skateboard. Now, since buying this, I realized that the best one to learn to just cruise is like a longboard, but that was $50 and this was $15. So I figured if I can learn on this, then I can skate on anything. And it's late, it's already well past. I was in a flare yesterday. I'm just seizing the moment, just seizing the fucking moment. So I'm gonna try and learn how to stand on this thing.
If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do jack without the man up on my back.
Today's life lesson that I have learned, or not really learned, I'm trying to remind myself of, is more of a quote that I heard ages ago and really appreciated it and tried to use that in my life. Thursday's life lesson. You aren't supposed to fit clothes. Clothes are supposed to fit you. I'm not sure if that's the exact quote, but it's something along those lines. And what it's pretty much saying is, for me at least, the way that I took it was like, there's a pair of jeans that I have. And I feel like there's always a pair of fucking jeans that like fit me when I was a size 10. And I was a size 10 for like a lot of my life. And not necessarily through the best ways. Size 10 was like the standard that I held myself, even after I had children. And when I heard this, it was very much like, why am I crying every other week when I'm not fitting into these pair of jeans when I could go to an op shop and spend $5 and find a pair of jeans that fit me well for the size that I currently am and are comfortable and don't make me feel like shit. Everyone has goals and ideals and that's fine, but I very much still struggle with the ideal of being a certain size and looking a certain way, especially because I feel very old, and I know that 23 is not old, but in my head I feel very old. I feel very undesirable and very I feel like a mum of two, because I am. What the quote made me realise was that being a size 10 doesn't fix everything in my head. Also, I can look at women of every different size and admire the way they look because they dress to their shape and their size and they look great in it. And even when I was a size 10, I would still feel shit about myself because of the way that I dressed. And that sort of also made me realize that if I just took a little more care in the way that I presented myself, then maybe I wouldn't feel so horrible about myself all the time. It's something that I still struggle with a lot, and it's something that I am still struggling with, but I'm actively trying to find my personal style and find myself in things that I love and that I feel great in. And I am 6 months postpartum. My body is still changing all the time. And I have come to the realization that the goal I should be working towards isn't fitting into a size 10, but finding things that I love in a size 14 or a size 12 or a size 10 or a size 16 if that's what it is and it makes me feel great. Finding things that are worth my money because I feel good in them right now, not because I'm going to punish myself until I can fit into them, whether it be 2 months or 12 months from now. And as I said, it's a life lesson that I've not necessarily learned, but something that I think is great and I would like to work towards. You're not supposed to fit your clothes are supposed to fit you. And that's the tea. Anyway, I'm going to go for a shower and go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning.
No friends of mine around, yeah. Now I'm thinking of
Good merry bloody morning, mate. Good morning. Welcome to Australia. Good morning. It is morning and it's Friday, and I am putting moisturiser on my face because that's how I'm trying to retain my youth. I have lines on my forehead as one does, and look, I know they're not as deep as they're going to be, but I just would hope that I didn't have any at 22 turning 23, but I've had these for years. It makes me feel really gross. Not sleeping and going like this all the time because I'm uncomfortable doesn't help the situation. I have only Marzi today, so I can actually enjoy getting ready. Look at that fucking glow. And also there's just like less pressure. So much to do, so much housework to be done, so much money to sort through because we're in a pit of shit at the moment. And yeah, just been binge. First things first, I'm the realist. Drop it like the whole word fellas, but I'm also gonna get ready.
Now I'm thinking I might have caught the June blues. Yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice. Yeah, you know I keep on running from the truth.
Good morning. This is Friday's life lesson on a Saturday, because yet again, been slack. My Friday life lesson, which I think was like overall the 4th life lesson for myself, is know when you deserve more. In the last 12 months, I've realised that there's a lot of things that I didn't deserve and a lot of things that I deserve better with, whether it's the way that I'm treated, the way that people talk to me, the boundaries that I have not set and therefore have been abused. And I look back on my life and I'm like, fuck, if only I knew, hey, I don't deserve this shit, I might have been in a better place a lot earlier. It's taken a bit to realise it and also realise then how I'm willing to implement it. It's one thing to realise it, but it's another to assess the situation and then confront it for a change. Everyone deserves respect to a point. Other times it's got to be earned. But everyone should be treated like a human being. Obviously, there's so much more that could be gone into. The base life lesson is you deserve more. And when you realise that you're within situations where you deserve better, grow the balls and change the situation. But yeah. Alright, now I have to go live a sad day. Last day of 22, man. How was the last 2 months of 23?
Daddy, my teddy bear!
We are yet again off to the shops, and because there's so much to do tomorrow, we're doing grocery shopping all around.
Who was that now? I'm just a lonely fucking you. Now when I drive around, don't fill it up. Why it's getting colder when the sun come out? Might just waste away, don't know what life about. Another day go by, don't know what.
So it is, I think, 2 hours until my birthday. Though I think technically I was like born at 8 a.m, so there's still quite a bit to go. But I thought I would share with you a letter that I wrote to myself, because I do that kind of shit. The letter to my 22-year-old self. Harley, I'm sitting here now, about to be 23. Feels like the last 12 months never actually happened. This time last year, you would have been pregnant, not even knowing the gender. Surprise, it was a girl. And even bigger surprise, her name is Mars. She's beautiful and she looks like you when you were little. Bean is nearly 23. Beautiful, but also very much like you. She's stubborn. She loves to dance, and we hope she doesn't lose that. This past year probably struggled the most in your recent adulthood. Postpartum kicked your ass, though I think you are starting to learn that your happiness matters. Relationships have grown stronger, even though we felt very alone. We need to be more okay in ourselves, and realise that maybe it's okay that life isn't like what we pictured. This year we struggled about losing our youth and where the light went in the world. The answer is in your girls. You have dreams, and while it feels like you've lost them, we're discovering the mantra of fuck it. Go after the things that make you happy, and the things that you wanted to do, because why not? Also, the sentiment that no one is going to stand at your funeral and say, wow, she never told anyone that she was so sad. What a hero. Say how you feel and be true to what's in your head. And if those you think should care don't, maybe they're not worth yourself down. I'm working on a way to love you. Harley, nearly 23. And with the last few hours counting down until I turn a year older, here is the last and final life lesson. One more time with feeling. And also, in parentheses, fuck it. This year has felt like really hard to like get the fuck up and do things and like be okay and like keep pushing forward. But I really like the saying one more time with feeling and applying that to life. Get up every day. Try again with more heart. If I feel like I've had a really shit day with being a mum or being a partner, being a friend, or being just a person who's nice to myself, one more time with feeling. Get the fuck up, try again, try a little bit harder, give it a bit more feeling. Also, that saying comes from like acting, which is always something that I like dabbled in and wanted to do, and I appreciate that as well. And with the fuck it thing, I think it just stands by itself. I think I've realised in the last few months that like the only person who's holding me back is me. There's obviously like other reasons that make shit harder, but like why not? Why not me? Why can't I start a business? Why can't I go to uni and get a degree? Why can't I make videos that I want to make even though people might think they're shit or whatever? They're for me. And yes, other people see them, but fuck it. They're for me. I should be able to do what I want. I haven't said things because I don't want to hurt other people's feelings, but I'm getting really hurt in the process. Like, fuck it. Just say how you feel. I want to go do X, Y, and Z, but I don't because I don't want my dad to lecture me that it's a bad idea or someone to be like, oh, what a fuckwit. But, you know, fuck it. It's me who's doing it. It's me who's going to suffer if it's a bad idea. It's me who's going to enjoy it if it's great. Even if these, like, little life lessons are things that I've already known for a bit, I think actually putting the time and effort into implicating that has been the process. Also, I've just spent more time working on myself and trying to find who the fuck I am, which is kind of pointless because as soon as I find even the slither of it, it will probably change. But I aim to be more content and less caring of opinion and wanting to really like be alright within myself, even if I'm not okay. knowing that I have the tools and the possibility to be okay. I'm sure I'm going to look back and think I'm very pretentious, and yeah, that might be the case, but at the same time, fuck it. So, to my older self, whether you're the 30-year-old version of me or the 50-year-old version of me, hi. I hope we like ourselves. And if we do, then great. And if we don't, let's keep working on that, yeah? Alright, well, I'm gonna go turn 23, so I'll catch you the next time I can be bothered. Good night.